Black here with a very special guest of mine. Say what up, Kush.
Hey, what up, everybody's Kush.
Alrighty. Today we'll be going into depths and little detail in our opinions for Black Panther's DLC when it comes up next week. Um, with today we're going to be talking about what our expectations and what we would like to for the DLC to end as for the post credit scene. I'm gonna start off with my opinion, and I'll leave it to Kush at the end to state his opinion. But my opinion for this DLC that I want to see, I would like for them to go with the route of if they could, end it off with like a cliffhanger, like maybe Ultron or have Captain like let's just say Captain Marvel at the end of Black Panther DLC, the Avengers are talking to Black Panther, and Captain Marvel comes and says, "Yo, Avengers, I need you guys' help. The Kree invasion is coming now." And then it just cuts to black, like boom. Now that would be a good surprise, but it would lead to much of an early kind of fight because the Avengers are not ready yet because they don't have a lot of heroes with them to fight the Kree yet. So that would be a very kind of like, "Ooh, that was too quick for you guys to put that in there for us because we don't have a lot of heroes." But I would like to see Captain Marvel come into play in the last DLC. And my other little suggestion that I would like to add for them to add would be Ultron. Um, if you guys noticed that we saw Ultron at the end of the cloning, I mean not cloning lives, end of the Cosmic Cube, with Roy messing with that Cosmic Cube, putting his finger into the cube, that left huge big speculations of, oh, Ultron's coming, Ultron's coming. And yeah, I know the devs said that no, Ultron's not coming, but like, come on, guys, they probably said that to probably tease, like be like, nah, we're not going to spoil it, but anything is possible with this DLC having the post credit scene, but I'm expecting a big surprise. Some you guys out there may be expecting a low surprise, maybe not a surprise at all. But I'm having high expectations for this post credit scene to blow my mind. But that is my opinion. I'm gonna leave it to Kush to have his opinion, and then we're gonna go right back and forth. So, Kush, you take it away, buddy.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Kush. I'm gonna. What I think is gonna be at the end of the post-credit scene is something to either do with Spider-Man or the Winter Soldier that we're gonna see. Because I just feel like Spider-Man they've talked about is upcoming in December, so I feel like they're gonna try to connect it somehow or a way. Or with the Avengers zombies that they talked about before, after it, like maybe like Wakanda gets attacked by a zombie apocalypse kind of ordeal, or the Avengers get bit in like a what if series kind of thing that we saw a sneak peek from What If. Um, but yeah, I'm not gonna talk too much about it because we really don't know. Like, there's a lot. Like, we don't know how they did the story with Wakanda yet. Like, precisely, we don't know if it's like focused on him or his both of his guards and whatnot because we saw a sneak peek of that, but we don't know. And I think She-Hulk is going to come into the mix. That would be really neat to see as a She-Hulk, maybe with a Red Hulk coming into it and whatnot, or maybe like there's a war at Wakanda, and that's why we get the Avengers zombie apocalypses war at Wakanda. That'd be really neat to see. But yeah, I see a lot of future with this. They can go a lot of ways with War of Wakanda. Like they can go into Winter Soldier because in the movies he was with Wakanda in them. They can go to Spider-Man because I heard that he was in the comics with them. Uh, so they can go a lot of ways. Hell, what would be really cool for me is maybe like a Loki experience. Loki comes into the mix or whatnot, or like he said, Ultron. We get another sneak peek of like a cosmic kind of thing, or something like he's messing with the um, uh, cosmic cube, whatever. That would be really neat. Or Captain Marvel, yeah, that'd be really awesome with the Korean invasion. But I don't think we're gonna get that just yet, because I think they're gonna pull some strings and show us some more characters before we get the Kree invasion to have a lot of people to be in the Kree invasion. I think that's why we're not going to get it just yet. But yeah, I got a lot of plans. I'm happy for it. I can't wait for it to come out on August 17th. Ready to play it. So yeah, take it away, Isaac.
Alrighty. Thank you for that little opinionated thoughts for the crowd, Kush. Much greatly appreciated. For you guys, I'm gonna add a little more to my taste of this subject. To backtrack what Kush said about the Winter Soldier, I think that would also be a very good way for the Hydra to be in here for a new enemy faction because like if you guys pay attention close, like it's been 5 years, so AIM has had a lot of growing up to build their company and build everything for them to be like a very big threat for the Avengers. So I don't know if Crystal Dynamics has a plan to add another enemy type to build up for a much bigger corporation, big company, which would be fascinating. Hydra would be another big opportunity for them to bring them in, since we're getting Crossbones and Bucky Barnes and all that. Um, to be honest, I think that the best way for them to go for this DLC to end would have to be either Winter Soldier or the Kree invasion, because let's face it, we're already that's the biggest storyline. Well, the Kree invasion, not Hydra, but Kree invasion is the biggest storyline. But as Kush said, they're also adding in Spider-Man. So Spider-Man is the next one. So Spider-Man should be the next tease. It shouldn't
What?
be anywhere else for us.
Hey,
Go ahead,
I want
Kush.
I want to add something to that, guys. I wanted to make sure I was telling you guys correctly. So I went ahead and looked it up. It's Amazing Spider-Man: Wakanda Forever, Volume One, Number One. Spider-Man was in Wakanda, so I feel like a post-credit scene is going to be either like we see Peter Parker or whoever they bring. But I think Spider-Man is definitely going to be the next one because they're trying to stay very close to comic books. Um, so like that'd be really neat. But yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Thank you again, Kush, for that. Well, you guys have to know that yes, like what Kush said, he is the next big thing to happen in this game, and there's been speculations that they're just gonna put him in the story, and not put him in the story. My bad. Let me start over. They're not gonna. I heard that they're not gonna put him in the story to tie in with the Avengers and the Kree. I heard they're just gonna, just put him in for like exclusive. Like, okay, here's Spider Man. There's no story added, but I kind of wish they didn't do that because it's like, you know, everybody has a part to play in this game. We have Kamala with the Avengers in the first half of the story, and then leading to Kate Bishop, and then Hawkeye, then Black Panther, and then what's the future going with this after Black Panther's DLC ending, and they're also with this Marvel Zombies, which I think also they could do like a since they did Tachyon riffs with the Avengers, different variations of us picking heroes. You got four Iron Mans, four Hulks, four Captain Americas. So I think they should add in a zombie operation because they could just travel to a different universe and we have zombies to fight. Like, come on, that'd be awesome. I think it'd be like I think they would do it for like a time exclusive, not permanent wise, for like the Red Room takeover. It'd be like a
Yeah,
little
like an event kind of thing.
yeah, like an event. Yeah, so I think they would probably just do that route instead of like keeping it permanent because I know zombies, brains, all that stuff. So it's like they would have to go the
Yeah.
rated M, yeah,
Yep.
rated M route, and this game is a rated M. But uh, with let's talk about She-Hulk as well. She-Hulk could also be, if you guys read the data mines, like I do. They had a thing where it was General Ross and another thing with Kush said about the Red Hawk, which was a great summary for that. The Red Hawk also will be added, probably, maybe. I'm not speculating anything out or leaking anything. It's just what I see about General Ross. I do believe that they'll add him in, and my buddy Kush made another thing about War Machine. If you want to bring that in, Kush, for War Machine.
Yeah, sure. War Machine, I could see with Winter Soldier and with She-Hulk, but I don't see it like too much yet because War Machine was like not totally disgusted or like totally like out there yet. I think he's gonna come later in the future. But back when his She-Hulk kind of thing, because I don't know too much about War Machine just yet. But if we stay in the comics, She-Hulk Volume One, Number Four, She-Hulk is with Spider-Man. So like we could get Spider-Man, then She-Hulk, because in the comics they were worked together and stuff. Uh, So that'd be really cool. So what do you think about that? The She-Hulk with Spider-Man and whatnot.
I think that would be a great adaptation for them to add two heroes because I mean, there's been a rumor that they're adding three villains in Black Panther's DLC with Crossbones, Claw, and Killmonger. But I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying it's been a rumor. But I would love for them to add two villains. Like, come on now, who would want to be a She-Hulk and Spider-Man fighting together, and then the
Oh,
Avengers added on with them? Like,
okay, hold on. What about because Spider-Man? Well, She-Hulk got mad at Spider-Man in the comics, so maybe like She-Hulk is the villain and Spider-Man is the hero that we get. That could be something, but that'd be like too many Hulks because we already got Maestro
yeah,
and Red Hulk is in the talk. So, like, I think that would be way too many Hulks. So I don't know.
yeah,
It's crazy with all these Hulk. That
yeah. And I think with like you said, I think they're tying in with each and everybody's story in this game. And for those who for those who don't know Hawkeye's origin, he was originated in a circus with his brother in there.
tr-
But
trick shot.
before yeah, tricks. Before I go into detail about that, I have Kush is a huge fan of the Hawkeye and he knows his origin, and so do I. But this kid, let me tell you, this dude is the ultimate Hawkeye fan. So take it away with this, Kush, because I know you want to just talk about it. So go ahead, my brother, with the Hawkeye origin, man.
Okay. Well, Hawkeye, like he said, was in the circus. He actually, was in foster, cause his parents something happened to his parents. So he got in a foster home with his brother and whatnot, but they didn't want to get to the foster home, so they went on a run and they came across the circus and, his brother took the name of Trickshot and he took the name as Hawkeye, and that's how they became like a show of bows and whatnot because they always practice and whatnot. Hawkeye went on a mission later down the path for the circus with Trickshot, and he accidentally shot his brother. But yeah, um, but a cool thing about Hawkeye is if we get like anything to do with him, he has Mockingbird with him in the circus. He's got a lot of villains that he faced, or maybe like we can get an Iron Man clone kind of ordeal. That'd be pretty cool. Because for him to join Shield with Black Widow, he had to try to kill Iron Man, and technically he succeeded, but Iron Man had another suit, so they went back at it, and everyone left without scratches. So yeah. But I don't know too much about it anymore because I haven't read lately, but definitely we could see like maybe like Iron Man clones or like Avenger clones, for example, like for
Mm,
Avenger zombies. That would be really cool, like Avengers clones.
definitely.
That'd be really a cool idea. Maybe like Iron Man and Cap like team up against us like the Civil War in the movies, like Avengers versus Avengers. That'd be really neat to see. But I don't know. You caught me at a bad time with that because Hawkeye.
My bad,
I,
my brother.
no, you're good. I don't know like how they could do that. How they could like bring Hawkeye or bring like someone else. Like the only person I see that they could bring is Mockingbird. That'd be really cool. His girlfriend. That'd be really awesome to see. But I don't know. But I am happy they brought Hawkeye and Kate into it. And they might bring some villains in the future, but I don't know too much that they would bring because I wasn't there for like a lot of them. So yeah, but that War Machine that you said about, what do you think about it? The War Machine.
The War Machine. To be honest, I think there's a lot of people who would greatly appreciate having War Machine in the game, but there's some others who don't want him in the game because they said his moveset might be the same as Iron Man's. But let's just be honest, you guys. They have a tendency, yes, to I understand with the Hawkeye and Kate thing, like they kind of compare their moves a little bit when you're fighting with Hawkeye, but I think if they ever added in War Machine, they would add more like gun mechanics with his fighting abilities. I think they would differ from how Iron Man, how his lasers move, how he moves like in a circle with his lasers. I think it would be more of machine guns with War Machine, and he would do the same thing move as Iron Man when he's like running in a circle and use his moves. But with War Machine, I believe that, and they had another data mine once again. If you guys look at the data mines, they had a data mine with Justin Hammer. So, and it's a if you guys pay attention to the data mine, Justin Hammer is angry with Tony Stark because he wanted to work with Tony Stark, but Tony Stark sensed that he was, like it's Justin Hammer, he's insane. So Tony didn't. I think Tony ignored his emails that Justin Hammer sent to him, and so Justin Hammer has been sending him emails like, "Why don't you want to work together on new projects? Why are you dodging my emails?" Stuff like that. So I think that could be a tie-in with War Machine of, I think Justin Hammer wants to steal Tony's tech, and War Machine is the man on the job, the one closest to sneak into Justin Hammer's operations and try to take him down with the help of Tony. And I believe that would be a very awesome move if they ever added that with Tony and War Machine working together to take down Justin Hammer. I believe like if they added an operation where Justin Hammer has a bunch like super big adaptoids, not like the adaptoids we fight, but like um the exoskeletons, the little big exo aim suits that the people have. I forget what they're called.
Exos.
But
They're just called
yeah,
Exos.
yeah, exos. Okay, thank you, Kush.
Hmm.
Those could be greatly added for like a boss kind of Justin Hammer style with fighting him on his DLC. But I would also love that. And another thing, let's talk while we're here. Back to Spider-Man. Let's talk about the villains, you guys. To me, this is my opinion. I think for two villains they could add for Spider-Man would have to be either Sandman or Hydro Man. And this is my big take on it because we've already fought Doctor Octopus and all of them. And if you guys played the Spider-Man PS4 game, so we never really got a Sandman or a Hydro Man. Well, I mean Spider-Man 3, but that was years ago. But this is a new year, so we never really. I mean, I think they could do it enhanced Sandman and Hydro Man, where it'd be like another thing, like with the cloning labs. But this is different from the cloning labs. But it'd be like where it's AIM has a secret lab, and they're keeping operations and keeping people hostage. And we go in there with Spider Man, and you know we see Sandman and Hydro Man, being operated on. And initially they get out, and then boom, boom. And I mean, get different from this. They go into different areas where we have to fight them. I think it would be cool if we fought like a huge Hydro Man, and I don't know how it would. I don't know how it would work, but having to fight them both at the same time with the Avengers would be epic. Fighting a sand and water creature. To me, I think that'd be awesome. But Kush, let's hear your advice. Let's hear your opinion of who would you want for villains for Spider-Man.
I definitely agree with the Sandman because Sandman could be a villain sector, and just like you said, Hydra Man can come as the boss, like Maestro.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Sandman should be like maybe more of a. I'm gonna be crazy. Let's go crazy out on the limb. A mega level threat. I would love to see a Sandman as a mega level threat. Make him hard to kill, make him hard because Sandman's not that easy to kill technically. So like just having that fight and whatnot, and Spider-Man needs help to take him down because he's way too strong, or maybe a Juggernaut kind of ordeal. That'd be pretty cool to see. That'd be very neat to see. Is Juggernaut to come like he did in some of them. But yeah, I don't know too much because I'd be really happy with Sandman or Juggernaut, for very much. Or maybe we see Venom come into the mix. That'd be really sick too.
Oh, I like
Venom or
that. I like
Carnage coming into the mix too. That'd be really sick. But who knows? Maybe Wakanda will give us some sneak peek of what they got planned. But I hope to play it and whatnot. I'm ready to get my hands on it and whatnot, and get ready to beat War of Wakanda, and see how the post credit really is. So definitely am ready, excited for that. Uh, Sandman though, and Carnage or Venom would be really awesome as a villain. So yeah.
Alrighty. Well, you guys, we have R&B and Kush has our different opinions on, operations. When we have our, we agree on some of our opinions for the DLC. But I'm looking forward for this Black Panther DLC. Um, For August 17th, I want you guys to, go look at our channel, go look at our content. We make content every day. We like to post about our opinions, our builds, about our heroes. We like to play with other people. You guys check out our videos. If you guys could go subscribe to Kush's channel, his name is Kush underscore God underscore elbow. Go check his videos out. They're like, let me tell you guys, they're really neat. And you might hear my voice and other people's voices in there. So go check out his videos. I will leave it in the description above, below. And go check out this video. You guys will see it. But that's all we have for today. We just had a little talk for today, to get our minds cleared and ready for Black Panther DLC, which we both are excited. For 17th, go look at his stream. I will be on Kush's stream, or you guys will be on my stream, depending on which of one of us streams that day. Most likely will be Kush. Um, but that's all we have for today. I hope you guys have a blessed day. Stay safe out here. You guys have a good week, and stay gold, Pony Boys.